Welcome back everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Gaming with Nath, where this is a beginner to legendary tutorial on how you can secure the whole of Reikland in just 4 turns. So, for those who play on the harder difficulty, some of this you will not need because you know the game dynamic, but for the beginners out there, we are going to go through a step-by-step guide on how to do everything from taking out the successionist and getting the campaign started. So the first thing you're going to find is Karl Franz is here. You got Helmut Ludenhoff here. He is the first enemy we are going to take out. But before we go for the attack, what we are going to do, we are going to recruit a Lord, okay? The Lord you get, if you have one you like, go for it. But this Lord, he is going to be around for a while, or as long as you need him. So we're going to go and get Gustav Thorpe. He is strong, so we're going to jump him straight in there, and then you're going to go to global. Okay, you're not going to go to local, you're going to go to global. You're going to get him 3 swordsmen. Okay, or you can get spears if you need to. Okay, and he's going to stay there. You're going to leave him there for a minute. He's recruiting. So first thing we do is send Karl Franz in to take out the Empire 6 seconds. Now, with these battles, you are probably going to need to fight them because you're going to want to take minimal casualties. So we're going to jump straight in. What I will do is I will probably edit the battles out, depending on how long they take. But the goal is to take as minimal casualties as you can. The less casualties you take, the easier it gets when you start getting round to Ilhart. Okay, because that is where it's going to get a little bit more difficult. But it's doable. I have done this with auto resolves on very hard, and I've done it playing each battle on very hard. So it will work as long as you follow these steps. So you can see you can see that there. So for the more veteran players, this is going to be something you're used to. You're going to know roughly what I'm talking about. So we're going to deploy up here on the hill, because the idea is the higher up your skirmishers are, the more damage they do. Okay, so I'm going to bring all these up here. I'm going to bring the right guard. So what we're going to do, the plan is right guard are going to go out and they're going to kite as many of these units away from the formation. Okay, the more they can pull away, the better. But the one we want to take is the crossbows. Okay, we want to be taking these guys out. Okay, so that's their main job, is to get to them. Now up here you can have your gunners, you can have Karl Franz. They are the only units you technically need in this. Okay, so let's jump in. The first thing first, we're going to send the right guard out towards them. We're going to send Karl Franz down the hill, and you're going to kind of pivot off of this rock here. Okay, this cliff face. So we're going to put you on guard mode, put you two on guard mode, because we don't want anybody moving out of formation. We are going to bring the Caribou great swords over just in case. So he shouldn't. So you want him to. Ideally, you want him to hit his swordsmen. The reason being, they have shields. Shields block the pistoliers. The pistoliers have a very easy time taking out unshielded enemies. Okay, so the right guard here. Right, go. So you're going to need to do a little bit of micro here, because you want to keep them away from the crossbows, but you want to keep them close enough that the crossbows are busy. So they should track and follow them around. They should start pulling them away. So what we need to make sure is that Karl Franz is quite far out, because he needs to draw all of this, especially this. The last thing we want is them going this way. Okay, if they come up around here, we could have a problem. So we're going to move those over. So at the moment, they are kiting. They got a swordsman after him as well. That's perfect. That's just what we want. So he's going to shoot down there. So the role here is Karl Franz is going to pin them in place. The pistoliers, or the gunners, handgunners, they are going to be killing them as well. Okay, and these guys, they're just keeping these 3 units busy. Okay, the more units they pull that way, the easier this is. So just keep going that way. So at some point they are gonna have to circle back around, which is not a problem. But if the crossbows get left on their own, you can charge them. So Karl Franz, you're gonna just move. Want to keep you in the range of the handgunners. Because the idea is he's going to hold them and the gunner's going to shoot them. Just like that. So you can see they are getting absolutely ruined, okay? They don't stand a chance. The Karl Franz is going to keep running. And you're going to take on that Lord. And use the Reikland Rune Fang just to give him a little bit. As you can see, these guys, they are not going to last very long at all. One, they got their back to them, so their armor's weaker. Bring you guys down here. Well, yeah, one, the armor in the back is weaker, so they're easy to take out. And two, they're facing away, you know, so they're being shot from uphill. A nice little cinematic shot. Yes, a little cinematic shot here. So they don't stand a chance. So you can see they're already on the run. The Karl Franz, you're going to move around. You're going to come around this way. They're going to go that way a little bit. So as long as they're running, then they're going to have a hard time shooting them. So what we got there? We got spearmen coming up. So the spearmen are coming over now. So that's the Lord. That's 2 units gone. Karl Franz has taken some damage, but it's okay. It's okay. He's fine. Yeah, in fact, shoot on those spears. We're going to shimmy these down the hill just a little bit. Because the idea is we're keeping Karl Franz in range. Because he is going to struggle. Get through, get through. Franz, you come this way. That, if you can get him to turn, if you can get that unit to turn, it makes it a bit easier. There's no field block. Okay. Just send them back in. So they're still being carted around. So you can see these 3 units, they're useless right now. They're never going to catch. They're never going to catch the right guard. So we've now, so essentially we turned what was 1, 2, 3, what was 6 units, I believe, into 3 units, right? Okay, bring Karl Franz up the hill. So he's dead. He's gone. So the leadership being dead, the Lord being dead means they're now going to struggle to keep their morale up. So essentially now these guys are going to go in for the kill. They're going to start cleaning up. They're going to be on cleanup duty. It's going to speed up a little bit. So their job now is to clean up. You're going to shoot them. You don't need to be hitting our right guard. So far we've taken a little bit of damage on Karl Franz. The right guard taking a little bit of damage, but that's okay. They're fine. One left in there, 18 of them, so we hit them for a little bit. So 1 left, we can let him go. We don't have to worry about that. So 12, 11, yep. So at the moment, this is going absolutely perfectly. So now pull them out. Yep, so they're fine. So now we've got 3 units coming in. So if we're going to see if we can kite the crossbows away a little bit more. Because the less units we have to deal with, the better. Where are they? Well, they're down there. There you go. So we're going to bring them up here. We're going to give them something to shoot at. Because the right's got to find. They've got plenty of armor. Okay, so their morale is dropping fast. Okay, why don't we charge them? So we're going to charge them. So you can charge them. Okay, so we're taking one casualty on the right's guard. So put them out, put them out. Okay, they're routing. Okay, so now we're gonna keep with them. Get them. Okay, so we've got another sword unit coming in. Karl Franz, do your best. There you go. Morale's gone. So I think, yeah, we've got the army lost. Okay, so take out the spears. Take out as many of these as we can. So you're gonna want to chase them down because you don't want this army coming back. Like, you can fight it again. If it retreats back to the settlement, great, because it's just going to be an easy win. Another easy win for you. But if not, you can try and get rid of it. Okay, so that's battle 1 done, and we take in, what was it, 1 casualty. The mortar used all of its ammo, which we want. Pistolists used half their ammo, which, yeah, that's okay. Right, come over here. So 22 crossbows. I don't think they're going to last. I don't think we're going to get that charge either. Are you going to get them? It's gonna be close. Oh, we got it. They got him. Okay, right. Then the battle there. So see how we did. So battle 1, we lost 1 right guard. Okay. As you can see, nobody got killed apart from the skirmish troops, France, and the right guard. That's exactly what we wanted. That's complete. And look, they got 1 kill, which was on right guard when we charged them. Okay. That's phase 1. So the army should be wiped out because there's only 14 remaining. Yep, gone. So we've got spell shield. Okay. There's no point taking the replenishment because 1 unit. You'll replenish that in a minute because we're going to take the settlement. So you can take treasury, which is gold, or you can take the unit experience. I'm going to take the experience. So we're going to give you hard to hit this time. We will get route marcher in a minute, just not quite yet. Okay, so killed in battle. So there will be, there we go. Yeah, so your next mission is to take Grunberg, which is right here. So you can check the garrison out. But what we're going to do, we're going to go in. Now we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to use the handgunners to shoot them down. We're going to use the right guard to kite the crossbowmen around, and we're going to use Karl Franz to pin them in place. As long as you can micro, or do a little bit of micro really, because the right guard, you could pull the crossbows away, you could charge them. Yeah, I've done this. I've done this several different ways, and I've done the battles different ways as well. I've auto-resolved, I've fought them myself, I've done it on easier difficulties. It's all a matter of what you're comfortable with. So same again, so we've got a nice hill here. Obviously, same thing again, we don't want them coming around this way, we want to make sure they stay over here. So we're going to pull that. Karl Franz has got a little bit of damage, got them behind, them there. Right guard yet again. Well, yeah, crossbows on that side again. So start battle. What we're going to do is send the right guard over. Bring you down the hill a little bit. Bring you down the hill there. So, speed it up. So if I'm right, we should be able to get the attention of the crossbows. There we go. Right, I think we've got him. So you're going to shoot at the spearmen. So artillery do not get stopped by shields, obviously. So we've got, yeah, crossbows, yeah, go. And so what have we got this one? So yeah, again, it looks like, are they pulling 4 units away? So yeah, again. It's the same system again. Kite them around. Kite as much as we can around because they're never going to get to you. Just a matter of keeping them interested long enough for Karl Franz to do his work here. So same again. We're going to put these on guard mode. We don't want them running. So we don't want to fight the spearmen. Put them there for a second. The Karl Franz is getting shot by our guys, that's quite normal. Yeah, get out of there, get out of the way. But what he is going to do is he's going to charge into these guys. But no, he's not, he's going to... As you can see, that's 1 unit is breaking already. 1 unit is... Yep, right, get them all around him. Come on, keep him interested. So now that they're side on, okay, they're running back up the hill. There you go. Okay, what we're going to do, we're going to bring the great swords over. Try not to forget about these guys. Okay, so you guys are going to want to shoot that unit. Okay, so hang on. So we just move them up for support. So this unit here, is it going to get through? Is it going to get through? It might do. So these are already broken, these two. So they're right. Okay, pull them back. So let's pull Karl Franz back over. So now, like I said, we're doing the same again. So we've got 3 units out here, which they're already, well, they're not doing anything. They're just running around. We've got the units here, which are breaking. Pull Karl Franz out the way. Move you that way so you can take them. Move you that way a little bit so you can shoot them. We're going to speed it up a little bit again. Obviously, you'll be probably doing this in real time. So you can see they're routed. So we don't have to chase these down. We just got to win the battle. So now we can start bringing those over. So they shouldn't get to us. So they're coming back. So basically what you do, you're breaking them, and then they're all scattering, and they're not coming back in as a united force. They're coming back, because we've got 1 unit there, 1 unit there. They're coming back as bits and pieces. They're not coming back as a united army. Well, okay, they want to come back for some more. So at some point they will break and they won't return. Yeah, so they're down. So I'm going to bring you around, move you up slightly. There we go. So we're going to try and get their attention just again, because we don't want them shooting at Karl Franz. Turn them in. So once the Lord's unit down, it might make it a little bit easier for us. Yep. Okay, so we are going to take. Are we going to take a casualty? Maybe. I don't think no. Okay, so the Great Guard are holding on, doing their job absolutely perfectly. They're doing their job absolutely perfectly. So there's a little bit of patience and a little bit of strategical maneuvering. So they're coming in. Just going to shimmy Franz to the side. Don't want to get him shot up too much. So they are out of there. So they're done as well. So at the moment you're just holding your position. You should be close to the army loss as well. You're just holding your position, you're defending. Okay, so I think we just got to wait for them to come back once more. Okay, so let's start bringing them back around then. But the army losses must be pretty close. There we go, so we've got the army loss. So essentially, the crossbows did not do anything. Although they did shoot the right guard, they didn't actually inflict any casualties, you know? So they were out, so nobody got a kill on there, the army that time. So yeah, again, it's the same 5 people, same 5 units. France, the handgunners, the cav, and the artillery piece. Okay, so yet again, we are going to occupy once more. Now, yep, capture the following settlement. So that's 2 missions done already. Enchanted item, okay. Mission issue, yeah, okay, so that's a little bit later on. That'll be, I might do another guide for that. So right now, you've got Karl Franz. He's looking pretty good. So you're going to get him 2 more spears from local recruitment, because you're globally, hang on, so you're globally recruiting for Gustav, but locally France is recruiting, okay? So next turn he has them. He's now got another skill point. So this skill point is going into Route Marcher. You need to get Route Marcher with one of the 2 skill points you're going to get here. If you do not, you may not be able to make the the movement. Okay, so need to have route marcher. Okay, so he's got his 2 units recruiting. He's got 3 units. He's going to take 2 turns because it's global. Okay, so research. Research doesn't really take much of an effect in because it's only 4 turns. So we're going to get state troops standard. That's what I always get first.
The Empire.
Okay, so upgrade. So we're going to upgrade. No, we're going to upgrade you. Yeah, again, none of this is going to make too much of a difference right now because it's only going to be, this is the first 4 turns. So, but we're going to do it. Non-aggression with Bastone. Yep. If you guys need me to, I can do another video all about diplomacy and detectories if you'd like that. We can do that.
Hail,
like
Sigmar's sons. Do you come looking for aid?
So, anybody else? I didn't want trade. Okay, you can get trade.
Yes.
You can get trade with Reikland.
It is good to see fellow sons of the Empire this day.
Do we need military access for you? No, we're not going to get military access. Yeah, get money. If you can get money out of people, if you can get gold from people, go for it. I'm just going to leave that there because diplomacy is not important right now. We are concentrating on. So you're going to hit your end turn. Okay, so this is build an upgrade. So get that. So I've done this several ways as well. So I've done this using, I've done it later on. We're going to do the next set of recruitment. I've done it with pistoliers, I've done it with spears, and I've done it with swordsmen. So it should work no matter which building you put in there. Okay, so commandment. Yet again, we're only doing the first 4 turns. So we're gonna get growth in there. Makes sense. So this is where it's gonna get a little bit more difficult. Is gonna be when we get to this section here. Okay. But if you are enjoying the content, guys, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what else you want to learn. If you want me to do instruction videos on other factions, other lords, let me know. Okay. Okay, right, so hero recruit battle wizard. This is important as well. Where are you? Okay, so you're going to jump into this army because we need the balance of power in that one. Now, Karl Franz, you're going to come out, and what we're going to do here, we're on the wrong, oh, because the battle wizard went in. I was going to say, how did that work? Yeah, the battle wizard went in, so it went to that army. So we can take Karl Franz out, and we are going to go into ambush stance, okay? We're going to bring Karl Franz down here a little bit. The reason being is because this gap to this gap is the only gap you cannot make in one turn, okay? From Ubersreich to Ilhart, you can make that in one turn. Altdorf to Grunberg, you can make in one turn. Altdorf to Ubersreich, you can make in one turn. But from Grunberg to Ubersreich, you cannot make that in one turn. Okay?
I am Franz.
Now we want him in ambush stance because ideally we want to lure Hans Frankenwerter out. We can do it with him in Ilhart. I've done it with him in Ilhart, but if he comes out, it makes it easier. Okay, this is a guide that I believe anyone can do on any difficulty, but having him come out makes it a little bit easier for us. Now the final thing we need to do is make sure we recruit 2 more swords, okay? The more units we have, the easier this becomes. Okay, so we're going to hit the end turn again. He should be... Yeah, he's definitely how we want him to be. In fact, he's a mustering, isn't he? Yeah, it's fine. He'll be fine. But he's in mustering stance, not ambush stance, isn't he? That pulled him out. That's fine. That's fine. He should be fine. I believe Hans is going to come down here. And we should be able to get him anyway. Okay, so where did he go? Where did Hans go? Okay, so I've never seen this before. He has gone somewhere else. That's fine. That doesn't change anything for us. Oh, there is. So, that's even worked even better for us. So he is in, he's in forced march. So he is completely, he's in trouble now. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna put Gustav on forced march. Gonna bring him in. He's gonna reinforce Karl Franz. Karl Franz is gonna come in and he is gonna attack. He's gonna make the attack. So it's a decisive victory on the auto resolve. Casualties low. Now I'm gonna fight this, but you can auto resolve. If you're not 100% confident in yourself, you can use the auto resolve, but obviously every casualty you take makes it a little bit harder. Okay, so we're gonna have to fight him in Ilha, which is not a problem. We can do that. We're gonna jump in. So we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to use the Reikland to kite the crossbows around. We're going to use Karl Franz as a front line to take whatever we can't break away with Reikland. The Reikland, we're going to use Karl Franz to take them, to keep them pinned down, and we're going to use the handgunners to obliterate them. Okay, so where are we going to... There's a hill. Yeah, there's a hill there. Start deployment. Now we do have some reinforcements. We're going to move them. We're not going to need the reinforcements. In fact, we're not. I think I could do this with just the Reikland, standing by, Karl Franz, and the handgunners. The Empire endures. Obviously, we're going to pull these out. We don't want. I can't put them. They're out of our little deployment zone. So we don't want them going anywhere else but here. Okay, so start the battle. So same again. So we're going to grab the attention of... I can't see. Yeah, he's in range. Handgunners. We're just going to stretch you out a little bit more. Ready for war. Shields up. So, yeah, again, the Reikland job is to pull those crossbows away. Are they moving? Are they coming? Yeah, they're coming. Right, let's go. Yeah, they're coming for us. Good, good. Go that way. So you're going to hit... You're going to wait for the swordsman to come in and you're going to hit swords. So as you can see, we did replenish the single unit we lost, the single troop. Which we knew that would happen. Gonna speed it up a little bit. Go there during the trees. Yep, stay in the trees. Bring you over this way. Gonna do that. Just keep him moving a little bit longer. We're gonna shoot on those swords. Speed it up again. So I'm trying to get the battles done as quickly as we can, but I wanna... If you make a mistake, that can derail what we're trying to achieve here. I'm trying to keep the battles as short as we can, but also make sure we do it correctly. We are Sigmar's heirs. So we want everyone to be crowding around Karl. At speed. Prepare for combat. Right, this is exactly what we want. Everyone's getting in tight round Karl Franz. So let's bring you back this way. That's it. Okay, now our reinforcements are in. What do you have? Okay, we'll bring you up. Okay, so one of our gunners is shooting. I guess you're the one not shooting. Yep. You need to be shooting them. You need to be shooting them there. So I think they might be able to break through a little bit. So we're going to grab a couple units just as reinforcements. See if we can pull Karl Franz through. Oh, how's our right squad doing? Okay, so now there's 3 units chasing them. That's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. We'll pull them out round that way so we can get them to turn. Like I said, guys, they've got shields. Shields block small arms fire. So if you can get the unit to turn around or fight on a side like that, that makes it a lot easier for your gunners to hit them. So now they're getting shot on the side. Shields don't block from the side. So how are they? They've lost 1. Not their strongest unit, the 5. Okay, they're anti-large, not anti-infantry. Okay, so that's them gone. Like I said, once they break, they kind of just scatter, and then they don't come in efficiently. You're taking fire, okay. Let's get you this way. Give them a couple more shots. Back slightly. So they should start coming on over. Crossbows are there. That's it. Get them to chase them out. So they're now coming around this way. So as long as you can get, you can do okay with your micro end, you're going to be okay. Send them to the far corner. And as this is another settlement battle, we don't need to win. We don't need to chase them now. We just need to break them. Look at that. They don't stand a chance. Okay, so they are coming over. We need to get their attention. We don't want them coming over. Not yet, not yet. We kind of want to make it so they don't do anything. What's that? Spears. So it looks like we are about to win the battle. Well, if they don't turn around, they're just going to get blasted. Okay. Okay, so I think now that'll be the win. So we lost 1 halberd again. Okay. So this is perfect. Exactly what you want. The less casualties you take now, the easier it's going to be in the next couple turns. So, no, well, swordsman killed 1 halberd and that was it. We lost 1, they killed 1. Other than that, we essentially made every unit useless. We are at full health over there. Down. So, obviously, we are going to occupy again.
Raise Sigma.
Now, we're going to bring... Under control. So we're going to bring you to there. So that way, if Hans Franken were to attack, Karl Franz and what is technically the garrison is not really anything there because we just took the settlement, will fight. But I got a feeling he's going to run back to Ilhart, which is exactly what we want. We're going to get 2 more swords. I mean, it doesn't really matter where you get them from. So we're going to give you Wisson's Wild Form. Karl Franz, if I'm right, you should be on
Summon the
your Bard of
Elector
Warhorse. Yep, he's on his Warhorse. We'll give him full plate armor. He's a bit easier to hit. Now, end turn. Okay, so this is now going to be the final turn, okay? So we drew hands out of the settlement, so he's lost 1 turn of recruitment. If he stays there, great. It means he's an easy target. If he runs back to Ilhar, which is what I believe he will do, he's still in forced march, as you can see. So he is still going to be kind of weaker. His vigor is going to be down, so his army's not going to perform as well. Whereas Karl Franz can hit him in 1 turn.
Yes,
Gustav Thorpe's can move on over to reinforce.
So, fight for our nation.
There we have it. Close victory, casualties medium. That is with the auto-resolve. I am going to auto-resolve this because I don't feel we need to fight here. And that is how you can secure Reikland in 4 turns, which now means you are in a great standing to do whatever else you need to do to continue the campaign. Obviously, for me personally, I delete that building. I've got it here now. Didn't put it up there. Got a couple more builds to go there. Anyway, guys, this has been Gaming with Nath. That is a quick 4-turn tutorial on how you can take the whole of Reikland to give you the strongest start you're ever going to need. This will work on Legendary. This will work on Easy. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. Let me know if there's anything else you want to learn. Any other factions, lords, leaders. Anything else you need to know. But for now, see you in the next one.